legend of Bigfoot has captured the public's imagination for decades, since news of purported sightings began spreading around the country. But a recently opened art exhibit in Oregon is offering visitors a new way of thinking about the mythical creature also known as Sasquatch. Special correspondent Kat Wise reports for our Arts and Culture series, Canvas.
It is said they dwell in the mountains and forests throughout North America. Large, hairy creatures who walk upright. While Bigfoot has proven elusive in the wild, you can find him just about everywhere in urban environments. On t-shirts, business logos, toy shelves, and of course, the big screen. From the 1980s Harry and the Hendersons,
it's a major discovery,
to this year's Sasquatch Sunset. Sometimes funny, often feared. Now, a different way of knowing Sasquatch is on display at the High Desert Museum in Bend, Oregon.
The Sasquatch lives in many different landscapes, not just the mountains and forests, but all across the plateau.
Phil Kashkash, an artist and linguistics anthropology scholar who is Cayuse and Nez Perce, helped curate the exhibition called Sensing Sasquatch. Through art and multi-sensory experiences, the deep connection between Sasquatch and native people of the region and beyond is revealed.
Through our experience, we do know and understand it to be a very revered being who essentially watches over our community, is a kind of protector. And that kind of information is not quite widely known.
Outside the exhibit, visitors are asked to leave their preconceptions behind. Inside, they learn Sasquatch, which comes from the word Saskats, from the Coast Salish First Nations people, has many names.
Being a scholar of language, I was able to develop a data set of about 16 names from the various communities throughout the Northwest. Our language in Nez Perce, we say Istiaha, and that is reference to this particular being we know as Sasquatch.
On the day we visited, groups of school children were enjoying the feel of Charlene Moody's art. She's one of 5 Indigenous artists featured in the exhibit.
There's a Sasquatch hidden in the painting too.
Moody, who goes by Tilly, is a member of the Confederated Tribes of Warm Springs and has lived on the reservation about an hour from the museum most of her life.
I wanted people to get understanding of standing next to it. I'm like, oh wow, look how tall and big this creature is.
Her mixed media installation includes a life-size Sasquatch wrapped in buffalo hides she prepared and brightly painted panels depicting basket designs.
I wanted to include and try to honor our basket weaving because it seems like a lot of times when we do have these encounters with Sasquatch and Bigfoot, it's when we're huckleberry picking in the mountains in very remote areas.
Moody says many people she knows have had an experience with Sasquatch, and she has too. She has passed those stories on to her children, just as her relatives did when she was young.
Growing up in Warm Springs, my grandmother would tell me stories of, when you go out there, be respectful because there are things out here that aren't people. And then down in California, my Tuggo, he would tell legends of Bigfoot, about how he became and everything like that. And when we'd go into Yosemite area, we were never allowed to stray. We always had to stay close to a parent.
Mystery and reverence converge in the artist's depictions of Sasquatch.